sense of how it all happened under Boehly, this crazy scattergun, we're the smartest people in the room approach, which is just fallen completely flat?
Well, it's because exactly that. They think they're the smartest people in the room. They think that they could take a version of the model they ran the LA Dodgers with and transplant that into European football. And they were trying to be clever. So my understanding is that because to get around the sort of salary cap rule in America, they've given all these players 10-year contracts, knowing they're only going to be there for 3 years, and then they can pay them off. There's a way around it. And giving these players 8-year contracts was a way of getting around amortization and FFP. Of course, the difference is it's all well and good, this brilliant, aren't we so clever plan, unless you buy a bunch of duds. And then you're carrying, as Chelsea are, a horrific amount of amortization costs every season. So I look at their numbers. Their income this year will, I suspect, be south of 440, maybe as low as 400 million. Their wage bill is 350 million. They've got amortization costs of 190 million. That doesn't add up, does it? Simply doesn't add up. They're in a pickle. That's why they're going to end up selling Gallagher, I suspect, before the end of May, just to try and get close to the FFP threshold that's required. And as I've said before, I wouldn't be shocked if Reece James goes as well, because they can get full book value for him. And that would, again, if either of those things happen, it will further dilute the relationship between the club and the supporters. So it becomes something potentially of a vicious spiral, really, and it doesn't do anyone any favours. It just makes things worse.
And the possibility of Champions League money becomes more remote by the year.
Well, indeed. I mean, look, they're not going to be in the Champions League next year. And, of course, Champions League is worth more next year. Their budgeting was based on them being in the Champions League. They genuinely thought they didn't have to qualify. Now, the one thing they have got next season coming in, actually with the season after, because of when the date is the 50-odd million for the Mundiales des Clubes, as it's now going to be called by FIFA, the Club World Cup. So they're definitely guaranteed to be in that. I can't see any way that they're going to be in the next iteration in 2029, the way things are going, but we will see. But there is a significant financial black hole which they didn't see coming.